Hello my crafty friends, welcome to Card Design Thursday and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I hope you'll stick around by hitting that subscribe button and not forgetting to tap the bell. So today we're going to be making a relatively simple card. I have a lot of new subscribers who are just starting to craft and they wanted to make cards that look more complicated than they are, I guess. You know, they just want to do something besides fold paper and stick a sticker on the front of it. And so I came up with this. I've used this before, but it's just so simple. But it's all about using the right papers and stuff to make it look more fancier than what it is. So the card we'll be creating today is this card right here. And it is so easy to do. It's just about cutting paper. You don't need any special tools, dies, or anything. I cut the flag by hand, so I'm just use a little button. So let's get started and I'll show you how I made it and give you all the measurements. So what I used were little buttons from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, this is the best buy from the Dollar Tree, I think. I don't know how many's in here, but it's a lot. I am using the Sentiment Hello from my paper pumpkin kit from May. It's a beautiful little stamp set. Of course, Versified ink. I am using some little thin foam sheets that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I'm just using some basic, this is a bright pink and an olive green paper. And then this is a sheet of paper that I've had for a while that I got from Hobby Lobby. And it's from the Romantique collection, and it's called Estella. It's Prima paper. And so, yeah, it was 69 cents at Hobby Lobby. But I'm pretty sure it was on sale because I don't buy anything without being on sale. Okay, so to get started, we are going to just create a normal 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a card base that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. To get to 5 1/2, you take your piece of 8 1/2 by 11, turn it on the 11-inch side with your paper trimmer, and then just cut it at 5 1/2. And then when you fold it over, it automatically, I should say this way, and cut it in 5 1/2, and then automatically fold over, it'll be 4 1/4. If you don't have a paper trimmer, let's say this is an 8 1/2, you would just find 5 1/2 on your ruler. Take a ruler and find 5 1/2, which is right here. Then you would just make a little mark, put your ruler down like that, and just draw a little faint line with a pencil and cut it. It can be done, okay? So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're going to have a piece of paper for a little mat. And this one is 4 1/8 this way by 5 3/8 this way. And then you're going to take another piece of paper, pink paper. This is actually for the inside of the card, for the inside mat. You cut it the same dimensions as you cut the green one. But then you're also going to take a piece of a piece of pink paper. This is what I have right here. It's going to be cut at 4 inches by 5 and, let me see, jog my memory right quick. It's going to be cut 4 by 5 1/8. So then all you do is when you get your paper cut, you're going to cut it into 3 parts. At 4 inches, you're going to cut it into 3 parts, and you're going to cut it into 1 1/2 rectangles. That's all you do, 1 1/2. Then you're going to take little strips of your decorative paper, and you're just going to cut these at 1 3/8. And what I do is, like when I'm cutting the piece of paper, I want to get the pattern all going together. So I just cut the pieces in the direction they were going and cut them all at one time. And that way when I put them together, they'll have the same, the same order of the pattern. If that makes any sense. It's really easy peasy. And then you're just going to need a little piece of paper that is 1/2 inch by 3 inches. And then a little button and a stamp. But you can do this any way you want to. It's your card. So the first thing I'm going to do is just glue the base on. And of course I'm using my art glitter glue. I love this little 1-inch bottle. It's so small and I love it. 1 ounce bottle, I mean. Obviously it's bigger than 1 inch. And I'm just going to eyeball this down here. I may get it straight. I might not get it completely straight. But I'm okay with that. Okay, so easy peasy so far, right? Then we're going to take our strips. I just lay mine out. And then lay my paper out in the order that I want it to go in. Okay? And then I'm just going to glue it onto the pink mat. And I'm just going to try to eyeball it and get the same distance from the bottom to the top. And I'm just leaving them down here so I can kind of use it as a guide. Now, how simple is that? All right? Then we're going to put them on the card base. Now, when I cut these, I cut them at the right angle. If you want a more than that much green showing on each end, you can just trim off a little tiny bit on each end. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I want just a little bit more green showing. But I cut these to the measurements of the card, the standard card base. And that's what I gave you the measurements of. So if you want it the regular way, by all means leave it that way. No extra cutting required. And you can tell I'm not even measuring these. I'm just eyeballing it. And I did pretty good. Okay, so next I'm going to put some little foam dots on here. And I like these little foam dots. I have never seen them at Dollar Tree, again, since I found these little thin ones. And I really like the thin ones. Before I take the backing off, I'm just going to line them up to see where I want to place them. Okay. So I try to create a little border on the edges here and here. And I want to make sure I get the same amount on each side. That looks about right. So I'm going to take the first one and put it down. Show you a little trick for getting it centered. So I'm going to put it down where I think it looks good. I'm not doing the middle. I'm going to do the end. Now you can certainly measure if you want to. Excuse me. I'm I've gotten pretty good at eyeballing. Not to say that I don't make mistakes, because I truly do. But, kind of eyeballing it with that. Now, I have my center piece all lined up, and I can put that directly in the center. And it'll help me line this one up. There we go. So, that's what we have so far. Simple, right? I love this paper. Okay, so now we're going to take our little flag and we're going to stamp our little hello. I'm using Versified ink because I like the way Versified, it gives it a nice crisp print, especially when you're doing writing and script. And I'm going to go a little, like, maybe in the middle. Okay. A nice hello image there. Then I want to give it a little tail. So this is what you do. You do not have to have a die to cut this. Kind of eyeball the middle of it and cut down the middle for as far as you want to go. So I cut about that much. Then come over here to this corner and you're going to cut to that center line. Then you're going to do the same thing, come over here to this corner and you're going to cut to that center line. And then you have a little fishtail thing. Then I'm just going to put a little dot of glue right here. Whoops, that's a lot bigger dot than I wanted to put, but that's okay. Get a piece of paper here. And we're going to put our little button down. This just kind of brings in the greens from the paper and the background on the pink. Okay? That's what we have. And then I'm just going to take some of these little foam things and put them on the back. I have one cut in half already. And I'm just going to cut another one in half. Okay. Now I'm not putting a sentiment in my card yet because I don't know who I'm sending it to. It could be you. I just want to remind you that the Crafty Club is going on, and we're just going to put this toward the bottom. There you go. Very cute, simple, elegant card. It's all about choosing your paper. What was I was saying about the Crafty Club? We're gearing up for July. I'm enjoying the members that we have. If you've not yet become a part of it, please consider doing so. I will link that video below explaining the club. And for July, in order to be able to receive the card of the month, the ATC of the month, if you choose that level, the video for the video, you have to have your club membership by the 9th. And so if you get that done, you can join the club. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me for Thursday, Card Design Thursday. And don't forget about tonight for Thursday Night Live. I'll be doing a little project that was prompted to me by my friend Natalie Bowers, whom I met on another channel. And she's a lovely lady, and she is coming up with Finding Hope Challenge in July. So I'm going to be doing that challenge with her, and I'm going to be making something for that tonight. Alright, see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.